Hey guys, what's up? Just back at it again. Doing one more video here for the night. Thought I'd just show you my little music space. That light isn't supposed to be there. I just put it down there so I could shine a light on some of the albums that I got right there so you can see some of the artists and whatnot. But as you can see right here, this is the zone. This is where I retreat every day. This has kind of been where I've made amends with things for, gosh, the better part of 5 years. The camera's kind of glitching out. I got to get a new phone here soon. But yeah, this is just kind of where a lot of the magic happens, more or less. And one thing that's been a big part of my life the last, oh gosh, going on like 7 years now is collecting vinyl records. I got into this when I was about 17 years old and have been pretty much kind of keeping at it for the last 7 years. Didn't really collect anything for the last 2 years because I was in school, but as I've come back home and I've set all this back up and put all these records right back where they were, and I've started listening to them again, I mean, I've just really started to get more into this and kind of reconnect with this part of myself. And honestly, for the sake of whatever, I just thought I'd show them off. So, try to make this quick. Yeah, we'll start here. So this is kind of my, I don't know what I should say, like my new wave 80s stuff, alternative stuff. Over here on the far end, we have the Cars. Pretty much have all the albums by them. Like the Cars, good solid band. Honestly, I think my favorites by them are, their first album's really good. First album's obviously a classic. I do get tired of hearing My Best Friend's Girl. I can honestly say that's probably a song that I don't ever need to hear again. But really, honestly, if I were to really be honest, I think Heartbeat City's my favorite Cars album. I think it's their best. It's very different from their other albums, but I think it's their best one. The songwriting's great. The consistency from song to song is really good. And I've loved that album for a long time. So, yeah, moving on. Next to that, we have some Billy Idol. Right here, we have Billy Idol. This is just kind of an EP. And then we have Rebel Yell, some Rick Ocasek, a couple of his albums. Beautitude, and what is this one called? Yeah, This Side of Paradise. It's a good album. Let's see. Aha. We got some Aha. We have some Simple Minds. Actually, quite a bit of Simple Minds. We have some, let's see, what else is here? Pretenders. Good stuff. Gosh, just kind of some random stuff in here, I guess. Simply Red. We have this band right here. Forget this band's name. Icicle Works. There's really only one song I know by them, but because of that song, I bought that album. I'll have to give it a shot. We got The Cure. We have The Men at Work. NXS. We've got, The Church. Yeah, The Church. Roxy Music. We got The Smiths. New Order. Prince, some Wham, Tears for Fears, Flock of Seagulls. We got Ultravox, The Fix, Spandau Ballet. U2. Got some U2 in here. I don't need to pull every one of these out and show you guys. Human League, Depeche Mode, Tame Impala, Personal Faves. I think this is M83, one of their albums. MGMT, we got their first album right there. I have some Beach House, Foster the People, Mumford & Sons, Thievery Corporation. Then on to one of my favorite bands, The Killers. We have Hot Fuss right here. We have Wonderful Wonderful, Imploding the Barrage. And, what is this one called? Pressure Machine. Then we have the whole box set, and that has all the other albums in it, plus a few of these. that I already have. I have a couple of copies of the same album. Yeah, I think I got, Heart over here. Got a couple Heart albums. Howard Jones, Daryl Hall, John Oates, Logic, The Rapper. You can't really see much here, but fuck it, we'll roll this bitch over here. Let's see. Def Leppard, Alice in Chains, Tool, Blind Guardian, Nightwish, Epica, Judas Priest, a couple of other miscellaneous Christmas albums right there. All right. Over here we have Pink Floyd. Move that up. There you go. See that better? Man, a lot of Pink Floyd. Holy shit. I go through some of these sometimes and I don't realize how much shit I've collected over the years until I really go through it. You know, it's one of those things. So we got Pink Floyd, everything from Piper at the Gates of Dawn all the way through pretty much the Division Bell. I have everything here. I've never seen Pink Floyd personally, but there is a Pink Floyd cover band called Brit Floyd that is really good and really spot on, and they sound just like Pink Floyd off the album. If you like Pink Floyd and you want to see a good Pink Floyd tribute band, go see Brit Floyd. Honestly, that is the shit right there. Super good. Pulse, obviously. Man, this thing keeps glitching out. Some best of. Got some David Gilmour. A couple of his solo records. Robert Plant. Steely Dan. We have some Supertramp. Yeah, Supertramp. Dire Straits, Boston. Van Halen. Some Rush here. We'll go to that later. Down here we have Genesis. Bunch of Genesis. A lot of the older pressings right here on this end, and the newer pressings right here, the more remastered ones. I kind of felt like the original pressings of some of their albums were kind of weak. The sound just wasn't really there. And just decided to get some of these remasters right here that sound, in my opinion, they sound a lot better. Their later albums, like Abacab, their self-titled one, and Invisible Touch, those sound fine. I don't have an Invisible Touch remaster. I just have the album itself right here. Don't feel the need to buy another copy of that. Let's see, Marillion, kind of like a Genesis band, but if Peter Gabriel stuck with them, that's kind of what my impression is of them. Really good band. Underrated. Super cool shit. Phil Collins, a couple of his albums. His live album. We have Peter Gabriel. I pretty much have everything by Peter Gabriel up through the Secret World live tour, which is for his Us album. And then we have, we have the Police. I have all their stuff, even their Flexible Strategies album right there. And then next to him, of course, you got to have Sting. First record, his live album here, Bring On the Night, good shit. Nothing Like the Sun. I was just actually listening to that earlier today. Good stuff on there. I honestly really love Englishman in New York. Soul Cages anyways. That's kind of see it all there. Over here, this is kind of the least listened to stuff. This is, Doobie Brothers, Jethro Tull, America. Got some Chicago in here. Used to be a big Chicago fan. Then, taste change. Now I'm not such a big fan of their stuff anymore. So I got rid of a lot of Chicago that I didn't really feel was necessary, but kept some of their stuff that I think is good. Eagles, Yes, bunch of Yes. We have some other Daryl Hall and John Oates here. Interesting. There's Daryl Hall and John Oates in two places. That's weird. What do we got? I know it keeps glitching out. My bad. Foreigner, Electric Light Orchestra. Good stuff there. Styx, I don't know. Not really a whole lot to see there. This is kind of the jazz area. We got a lot of Pat Metheny, Spyro Gyra, Kenny G. We have John-Luc Ponty. He's an electric violinist guy. Super cool shit. Good stuff. What else? Alan Parsons Project right here. We have Christopher Cross. I like Christopher Cross. Journey and Toto. Yeah, Journey and Toto down here on this end. Oh, great. And then this middle top shelf right here. This is the Rush shelf. This is my favorite band. I love Rush. I've been a big fan of them ever since I was a kid. And honestly, one of the big reasons I got into record collecting was I just wanted to listen to their music and have it on vinyl. So we have everything from Fly By Night all the way up through Clockwork Angels. I don't have their first album. I do have it in the archives, which is this right here, which is their debut album, Fly By Night and Crest of Steel in one. But I don't have a standalone copy of their first record. Let me just get that light to shine a little bit better on there. There we go. Yeah, so I have all the remasters right here. These are the remasters. And then over here is the originals. And I decided to get the originals because I think the originals are cool. They hold a different quality to them. And, because they're my favorite band, honestly, I think it's pretty smart to have a backup copy to some of these albums. I really do. I think it's wise in case one of them gets ruined or you lose one or whatever. And then here's some of the box sets. Got the Hemispheres, Permanent Waves, Moving Pictures, Clockwork Angels tour, Rush in Rio, live in Cleveland. Yeah, man, really invested on that Rush. I think there's maybe a few more Rush things I'd want, but I would get myself a standalone copy of the first album and some more of the originals if I can get my hands on those. But they are pretty hard to come across, and they're getting to be pretty hard to come across, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. All right, last shelf, then we're going to end this. Led Zeppelin. We got Iron Maiden, one of my favorite bands. Might go see them in October in Portland. We'll see, though. I would love to. It'd probably be the last shot I'd have at seeing them. So pretty much got all their stuff. And I do have a couple original pressings of theirs. I have Power Slave and Somewhere in Time. Somewhere in Time is hands down my favorite Iron Maiden album. It's the album that got me into Iron Maiden. It is so good. I love it. It is hands down one of their best. And this tour that they're on right now, gonna move this over. This tour that they're on, they're playing a lot of material from that album. So I just want to see them play it, Anyways, Iced Earth, another metal band that I really like. Got a few of their albums, or a number of them actually, quite a bit. Then down here at the end, we have Metallica, Ride the Lightning, Justice for All, and the Black Album. Of course, you got to have the Black Album. Then we have this band called Era, a couple of their albums, a few of them actually. Their most recent, Drift and Augment. Augment is probably my favorite by them. This is one of their earlier records. Then we have Testament, Queensryche, and Whitesnake. And that's it, man. And then I guess to show you the stereo setup here, this is the turntable I use. This is just a Sony something. I don't even know the name of it, but it works well. It runs nicely. This is the receiver I use right here. This is an Insignia NS STR514. And then the thing that I use the most is these Audio-Technica headphones right here to listen to records. Great sounding headphones, by the way. Not expensive. These are like $45. This right here is a little amplifier. This is what just amplifies the sound. Because when I bought this setup, it needed amplification. The sound that both the receiver and the turntable generated was not loud enough alone. So I had to get this pile thing right here that amps up the sound. Got the speakers here. These are just two Polk speakers. These alone generate a lot of sound, man. I'll tell you that. I hang them up on the wall, and I mean, they generate tons of sound, plenty of sound. And yeah, these are not that expensive. Yeah, man, a couple posters. Got this Rush poster here. Had that for quite a bit. Got a Dark Side of the Moon poster right there. Got this poster. This is just got this actually. This is Rush and all their albums. Everything from beginning down to end. Signals, Animals, and an Iron Maiden album right there. I'd like to hang more up on the walls in here just to kind of diversify it a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting, get a bit more posters for some different bands. Yeah, man. Anyways, that's it. I think we're gonna call it a night here after talking about this. But yeah, man. I love me some music. I love me some records. Y'all have a great night. Peace.